Hello and welcome to this quick-fire demonstration of intelliflo ZeroKey. To get started, we're currently logged into intelliflo Office and on example client's dashboard. Now, the purpose of intelliflo ZeroKey is to provide you with super easy access to your client's data, plus the ability to move it from A to B with ease and without any manual data entry. To do this, you'll first need to install the intelliflo ZeroKey web extension, and once installed, you'll notice a small intelliflo logo will be added to the top right-hand side. So, if you go ahead and select the logo, the web extension will open like a sidebar. The reason we have gone with this approach is because we want to place client data at your fingertips. We want you to have super easy access to your client's data, regardless of what web page you are working on. Once you have opened your web extension, you can then select a source of data, in this case intelliflo Office. And from here, you can then start to search for the clients you have stored within your intelliflo account. And as soon as you search for and select a client, in this case example client, all of the data you have stored within your intelliflo account for this particular client will be presented for you to view. This includes everything from incomes and expenses to savings and investments, as well as basic client details, all neatly organized on the right-hand side. Ultimately, this means you now have super easy access to your client's data, plus the ability to move this data into third-party technology. For example, if you find yourself working within a Microsoft Excel document, rather than manually keying data into each and every field, you can simply use the web extension to find the data you need and copy-paste across. Now, this is one of many great examples of how your web extension can be used as a helpful companion when conducting everyday tasks. And because you have eliminated the need for manual data entry, it will help retain data integrity. Next, we'll log into the Pension Lab and head straight to their Add a Client section. Now, whenever you wish to add a client into the Pension Lab, you'll be required to manually key client data into the form on the left-hand side. However, using intelliflo ZeroKey, you can reduce the effort involved down to a single click of the mouse. To do this, simply visit the Actions tab within your web extension and find the option to populate the form. This means as soon as you select the action, intelliflo ZeroKey will immediately start populating the form on the left-hand side. And there you go, the form is now being populated without any manual data entry. This will only save you roughly 50 seconds or so, but again, and more importantly, it will help retain the data's integrity. For the next example, we'll log into the financial planning tool, Voyant. Now, as you can see, there are no clients currently stored within this account. However, you can now quickly add your client into Voyant with only a single click of the mouse. Notice the available action has changed to say Add Client into Voyant. So if you go ahead and select the action, intelliflo ZeroKey will immediately add example client into Voyant. From here, you can then select example client and start adding even more data. Notice the number of available actions have increased, including the option to add their income. Again, this is all being done without any manual data entry, helping you save time, whilst also more importantly, helping retain data integrity. For the last example, we'll quickly collapse the web extension and head back into intelliflo Office. Because we now wish to demonstrate how intelliflo Office is connecting with investment platforms, we want to enable you to send client data from your intelliflo Office account directly into your chosen investment platform, specifically to help with account opening. So, if you go ahead and open your web extension and head straight to the Actions tab, you'll notice the option to pre-populate an application within Transact. This means rather than logging into Transact and manually keying client data into their illustration and application form, you can instead send client data directly from your intelliflo Office account into Transact, pre-populating their illustration and application form. You can either pre-populate a single application or pre-populate a joint application. And as soon as you select your chosen option, plus confirm your Transact number, intelliflo ZeroKey will immediately push all necessary client data from intelliflo Office into Transact. Transact will then automatically open in a new tab and you'll be taken directly to the application form with all client data already pre-populated. This includes names and dates of birth for both applicants, and once you get further into the application form, you'll notice green ticks already exist. This is because your client's gender, nationality, national insurance number, plus contact information such as mobile number, email address, and home address have all already been pre-populated. In total, this will save you roughly 2 minutes of time. But more importantly, it's eliminated the need for manual data entry and therefore helped you retain the data's integrity.